Hello, everyone. Tune in, man. Tune in. Ew. Ew. Just ew. Holy shit, how the hell did we get 23 viewers at one go? Well, that's 23 potential new subscribers, man. John, appreciate you for stopping through, man. Check out some of the music on the channel. We got new music on the way. During the live streams, it depends on what day it is. But we'll record, rehearse, we'll make art. We'll do Pokemon Legos, all kinds of crazy stuff. This community right here is for positivity only. We don't do religion, politics, none of that stuff, man. Gracie, I think that Gracie and Jared both. Hello to both of you too, man. Hey, subscribe, guys. Check out some of that music, man. Plenty of heavy rock and roll, plenty of hardcore rap. What kind of music do I play? I am the self-proclaimed king of rap metal. So if you like bands such as Linkin Park and Limp Bizkit or even ICP or Twisted, there's all kinds of music on my channel for you guys. I am currently working on my 7th studio album in the last 3 years. I used to have a lot more music, but it was pretty much demo quality and it's not worth uploading. There are a few old school albums I've released just as compilation videos, kind of like a full length stream. But feel free to check it out, man, and let me know what you guys think of the music. Um, right now I'm about to work on another clay sculpture. This is oven baked clay. You can get it at the craft store. I make like little sculptures and I play with it a lot, and then I make something unique like a Pokemon figurine, or I've done Dragon Ball figurines, which are really hard, and then I paint them after I bake them. Anthrax was metal rap. Also, yes, they've done a lot of metal rap songs. Anthrax is pretty cool. Bands that inspired me to do metal rap, I won't lie. Body Count was one of my first ever favorite bands, which was Ice-T's metal band. POD, of course, Limp Bizkit. You gotta have Limp Bizkit in there. Linkin Park was another big one when they first came out. They came out swinging out the gate, man. They had the song "I Am the Man." Do you like Insane Clown Posse? Asked Corvid. Yes, I got a Hatchet Man tattoo on my back. However, I'm not a fan of the second deck of Joker's cards. I'm like, it's not for me. The reason I became a Juggalo is because of family, and that's all it's ever been about. It ain't even about the music or the gatherings or none of that crap either, man. And my music is definitely different from theirs. You can look at my music as a way to vent your anger and your frustrations. That's what I hope it's for. Little context about me since we got a bunch of new faces, which I welcome you guys, man. This is a positive community. My name is Lee. I go by Nuclear Dysfunction, the self-proclaimed king of rap metal. I am the one-man band. Um, I am a recovering alcoholic. I've been sober for 3.5 years, going on 3 years and 7 months here in about another week or so. I'm always counting down the days because I love it. It makes me feel better. I got the first date of sobriety tattooed on my wrist that says free of 0304-22. That was my first date of complete sobriety. But to any of the juggalos in the chat right now, whoop whoop. I hope you tune in. I hope you subscribe, and I hope you like the music that you see on the channel. So guys, run them numbers up, man. Let's make this channel grow. Let's monetize this thing, man. That way I can get a new camera and actually stream for you guys and play some music and all that in the background. Tala says, "Who are your inspirations?" Oh wow, I get asked that a lot, and I feel like the answer always changes. But I'm gonna list some basic inspirations as far as music goes. Um, First and foremost, Chad Gray of Mudvayne and Hell Yeah. Secondly, would have to be Ice-T himself, Corpse Grinder from Cannibal Corpse, George Fisher, Sonny Sandoval of POD, Lizzie Hale from Hailstorm. She's phenomenal. There's so many. I can't really name them all. Wow, that's one of those questions that hit you in the feels, man. Stop the stream? No, never, absolutely not. No. And big shout out to Carly, one of my first ever warheads. That is what the community consists of, guys. That's what the fans are called, the followers, the fellow artists that come in and tap in. Once you stick around long enough, you're gonna become a moderator too. Just stay consistent, man. Stay consistent. Like I said, this stream right here is literally just chilling, man. Sometimes you'll see me record, you'll see me in my own natural element, stressed out to the max, stumbling over my words. Like when I record, it's a fiasco, man. It's crazy. It's just it's like watching a reel full of bloopers, man. Like you'll hear me cuss at the microphone and cuss at the computer, get mad at myself for skipping over words or forgetting words or not even pronouncing them correctly. Um, since last year, I've been diagnosed with peripheral neuropathy, which is very, very hard to deal with. My limbs go numb. They become like they're on fire. It's hard for me to talk. It's hard for me to see. It's hard for me to walk sometimes. But I am a floor technician for the Franklin Woods Hospital here in Johnson City, Tennessee. I'm a musician. I work my butt off. I have my own place. I'm sober. I'm chilling. I'm in a wonderful and healthy relationship with my basically my childhood sweetheart, and we got two little girls to look after and raise together. And I just can't wait to be home with her because my optimistic goal for the future is to go back home to my roots of Delaware. That's where I'm originally from. I've been living in Tennessee roughly off and on about 16, 17 years, and it's a pain in the ass. Um, but I do look at this place as my stepping stone. This is where I started getting my life together and started really taking the music serious and getting myself back on track. And that's to me, that's what life's about. Life is about redemption. You're gonna make plenty of freaking mistakes, and you're gonna have to learn from them. Um, but yeah, all you new guys, please subscribe, check out some of the music, and let me know what you think. Be honest. It's okay to say, "Hey, man, this ain't for me. This ain't my cup of tea," or maybe you should do this. Give suggestions, man. I love it when people give honest feedback and say, "Man, you suck." Why do I suck? Why do you hate it? You know what I mean? Give me some context as to what you're feeling because an opinion is not a fact. You know what I'm saying? You could say I'm sucked, but 20 other people are like, nah, this is dope. And maybe 20 other people are like, well, maybe he should do this style instead of that one. Maybe that would appeal more. I love it when people get involved in the music. That's what makes it worth it. You know what I'm saying? That's what really makes me think and feel and ready to write again and get back in the studio and record again. Ryan Reynolds. I love Ryan Reynolds. Deadpool is awesome. Not a fan of the Green Lantern shtick he did though, but hey, to each his own, to each his own. Have you guys seen the Deadpool and Wolverine? That movie was funny as hell, dude. Like I swear. Dude had me cracking up through the entire fucking movie. It was better than the first and second one in my opinion, and those were hilarious. But Jerk Beefy One, man, subscribe, check out some of the music, and smack that like button, dude. I don't think you'll be disappointed. If you are, I'm sorry. But I do appreciate it if you actually took the time to listen to some music and come back to the stream. All you guys, keep coming back to the stream, man. I want you guys to be more involved. The newcomers, too, man. All of you guys. I want you to be here. I would love for you to be here. Just, keep it respectful. And when everybody gets comfortable with you, you're going to see how much we troll each other, give each other shit, and rag on each other all the time. We'll make fun of each other like hardcore, man. And this community is one of the best. This community came up from literally just me. And then you have people like Carly, Keith the King, Lynn Hart. You got a few people who go in, they reach out to people and they'll pull people in. And I've gained at least 10 more moderators in the last 6 months because people are consistent. They come in. And sometimes, there's live streams where they don't come in, and then there's live streams where older people come in, and then, it kind of balances itself out. But either way, I see I see people, you know what I'm saying? And I remember the names pretty well. You Discord, I do actually, but I got a new phone and I haven't gotten a chance to download it yet. I believe you can look me up as Nuclear or Nuki D91, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta log in and check it out. But I like Discord. I play a lot of those Facebook downloadable Pokemon games, like they're called Rise of Elf or something, but it's like a Pokemon remastered sort of deal. I play like the Dragon Ball Z games you get on Facebook and stuff, and a lot of them are involved in Discord because you kind of have to be. And of course, my engineer is big on Discord. They play a lot of games and stuff over there. It's good stuff. Shout out to Slapping or Lacking. I just spent all morning and all afternoon recording, guys. It was wow, it was brutal. I recorded until I was shaking and my whole entire body was on fire. That's what neuropathy feels like. And I couldn't really walk out of the room, so I had to slam some green tea and honey and some water and sit down. But I recorded 3 songs back to back. We got a song with Deuce Dosage himself. I was honored for him to ask me to be on a record. That is my engineer. I was honored, man. It was such a crazy experience. I got to do a pop, like a punk pop kind of song, which is not my style. I'm not into that, but the way he made it and the way it sounds awesome. I added some screaming ad libs. I sang a little bit. Now, I'm not the greatest singer, okay? I can scream my head off for days, but I love doing it. And then we have a new song for the album called The Purge, featuring none other than Street Soldier's very own Flip Capone. A hell of an MC, man. Shout out to Flip Capone. If you got time to look him up, look him up. Dude's a monster on the mic. Shout out to my boy Paul Sample, long time no see. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's one of the moderators from back in the day. That's one of the homies. We just finished up a long recording session, man. My voice is cracked. I'm tired. But I wanted to get on here and talk with you guys because I did announce I was gonna go live again around 2, but I got busy, man. As soon as I ate my lunch, I was like, I'm gonna work out a little bit, then I'm gonna go record. As soon as my food settles. And not once did I hiccup, not once did acid reflux come up and hit me again where I'm having to hold my breath and guzzle water and all that crap. It actually went smooth for like 4 or 5 hours. I didn't stop recording until 5 o'clock. Have you ever considered doing nerdcore? I've never heard of that. What is nerdcore? Better yet, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere, guys. But no, I've never heard of nerdcore. Ever. Never heard of it. But hey guys, while you're here, all my mods, share the stream out, get as many people as you can, because I'm gonna try to be on here for maybe another 30 minutes or so. Just trying to increase the watch hours and, give a little context about what happened today. And for those of you newcomers, this is a drama-free place, man. We don't talk about beefing no more. We don't talk about no politics. We don't talk about no religion. I made a post as to my political and religious views, and I'm not here to force my life on anybody else. I don't care if you're gay, straight, trans, whatever. Just be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Just be a genuine human being. Let's talk about music. Let's talk about art. Let's talk about games. Let's talk about whatever y'all want, man. This is I love everything. I got several hobbies. I got too many hobbies, as a matter of fact. FVB is pretty popular right now. Nerdcore is the anime raps. Huh. Yeah, I've always wanted to do a heavy metal rap song specifically about my favorite anime character of all time. That son of a bitch right there. The Prince of All Saiyans. Vegeta's the baddest motherfucker, man. Shout out to Keith the King. If you guys get a second, check out Keith the King's re-upload. I think it's a reboot to Beast Mode, and it goes hard. Still think you need to get a mix and mastered, you little shit. But it's fucking amazing, man. Shout out to Keith the King. One of the OG warheads right there, guys. That kid has been following me since day fucking one and has been nothing but supportive and awesome. But check out his song Beast Mode. Primarily raps about Fable brought into the rock metal influence. Okay, bet, man. Bet. I think me doing a Vegeta style rap metal song would be fucking great. Like using his signature moves as catchphrases like Gallic Gun, Final Flash, Gallic Gun, Final Flash, better run. I'm on that ass. Like just fucking go crazy, bro. It's a lyric video. I've been doing lyric videos of fan favorite songs of mine because I haven't been making much new songs. Oh, okay. So yeah, I did watch it. And I noticed it was a lyric video. I just wasn't sure if it was a re-upload or reimagined or rewritten. But either way, it's dope. I love it. It's a damn good song. That's the first thing I saw this morning when I woke up. I was tagged in something you sent on YouTube, and I'm like, yeah, there we go. All right, guys. Name a Pokemon. I want everybody in the chat to name a Pokemon. I don't know why we only have 3 people in here. We had like 20. I guess everybody's scrolling. That's okay, man. For the people we do have in here, name a Pokemon you want to see come to life. Pikachu. Damn it. All right, no Pikachu. It's oven baked clay, Keith. We're gonna make another figurine. I actually finished Snorlax. He's getting sent to the missus. But no Pikachu, Carly. Come on, we got to get a little more creative than that. I've done a million Pikachus. I'm over it. I love Pikachu. It's my homie. It's my dog. It's my best friend in the whole wide world. He's my favorite. I mean, come on. You gotta say someone else other than Pikachu. Come on, Paul, Keith, Carly. Come on. We got this. We got this shit in the bag. Come on. I know we can think of a different Pokemon. And if anyone says Charmander, I'm punching him in the fucking face. I'm not even looking. I'm just tossing this bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even looking, motherfucker. I don't watch Pokemon, so I don't know. You take that back. Google it. Just fucking Google Pokemon. And then, hit me back. Like, come on, people. Come on. Come on, guys. You got to pick a Pokemon for me to make out of this clay. And next live stream, he will be painted and presented to you. And then we're going to have a prize. Oh, Bulbasaur. Fucking bet. That one I haven't done in years. Wow, it's crazy. I don't know many Pokemon, but Future was an open Tom, according to him. Oh, Uncle Tom. Fucking 8 Mile. I ain't seen that in fucking forever. Alright, so Bulbasaur. We're going to start with the bulb on his back. Let's see if we can get a good circle going here. Alright. And then we're going to kind of pinch that bulb off a little bit. And we got to twist it and pull it back. The bulb is especially hard on his back. Like, it is very difficult to do. But I've done it a few times. It's not as bad as I make it out to be. So it's really just a matter of how you twist and bend the Play-Doh and flour it, because basically you have to flour the bulb. I just picked Carly's right off the rip because nobody else was like giving me hints or anything. And then next live stream we'll have a little contest to see who guesses a number correctly, and I'm gonna mail it to them. It's if they want it. If not, it's okay. I'll keep it. So, and yes, he's gonna glow in the dark. I will make him out of glow in the dark paint and everything else. Like, I will make this happen. Now, see, we got the stems going on the bulb, but it's not done yet. I got to mix in some different shapes of clay here. I used to love doing this as a kid, man. This is like one of my things that I will never get tired of doing. And clay is a finicky bitch to work with. You don't want to make it too hot when you're, molding things because it can easily become too easy to mush, if that makes sense. And you don't want that. You kind of want it to be, easy to work with, but not too flaky. You know what I mean? You don't want it too mushy. And usually I don't Google the pictures anymore. I kind of just see it in my head for as long as I can, and I do what I can with it. But you guys, I cannot wait for you to hear The Purge featuring none other than Flip Capone. Man. Who the hell's texted me? Oh, nobody. Ah, Hip Hop Radar Underground, aka Sack Juggalo, is live, man. Shout out to homie Sack Juggalo. He don't ever come through no more. That butthole. I did an interview with him, I think, a couple years ago, man. It was one of the nicest interviews I've ever had. And my sister totally video bombed me. She came in and fucking elbow dropped me or something and even stole my fucking work shoe off my foot. It was hilarious. I love my sister Pandora. She's amazing. You know what's crazy is like my aunt even asked me how the hell the two of us get along since you know, we are so different because I'm more of a conservative person and she is a left wing person. You know what I'm saying? But we get along well. Shout out to Tater Toddy in the motherfucking building. Long time no see, sweetheart. Hope you're doing well. Did a lot of recording today. It was a hell of a recording session, man. I am fucking exhausted from it. Long time no see, Tay. It's good to see you here. All right, so Bulbasaur's bulb is getting there. Just gotta make a few more points here and get it rounded up. But I cannot wait for the purge to come out. I sent Deuce the email. It's in mixing and mastering now. It's God, guys, I recorded all fucking day and screamed my head off to the point where I couldn't even move, man. Like my neuropathy kicked in bad. Shout out to my wonderful girl Trisha. She is inspiring me to just push even harder and push myself past my limits and just fucking really Pablo Y. Weezer, what up, bro? Been everywhere, huh? Oh shit, what up, Lufkin Legend in the fucking building, man. Shout out to Cinematic and Building Legends, man. It's good to see one of the fam in here. But yeah, this is what I do, guys. Like today, I wanted to live stream the recording session, but I had to focus and get my mentals squared away. I had to buckle down and get it done. And it was a brutal session, man. I put myself through hell today. Um, I can't even tell you guys how fucking crazy it was, but it was insane. I enjoyed it, but it was painful. And I'm pretty sure I threw my voice out. I'm probably gonna lose my voice tomorrow because that's how it usually happens. But I've been sipping on green tea and honey, trying to recalibrate. You know what I mean? So it's gonna fuck me up tomorrow. I guarantee it. But in case anyone who's returning, the Nukes of Hazard has changed dramatically. We don't talk about the politics. We don't talk about religion. We don't talk about beef. We don't talk about drama. This is all positive affirmations. This is all, building a community together again and getting back to the way things were or how I wanted them to be. So let's keep it that way, man. Let's, praise each other and, help each other up. It seems like the world's been heavy lately, so that all of us can, use a little bit of love. At least that's how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to get all preachy on you guys. I'm just trying to do something different. Rather turn this channel into something better than what it was. You know what I mean? All right, Carly, we got the bulb for his back. Now this one was requested by Carly. Next week we'll have a little game to see who gets Bulbasaur sent to them in the mail. And yes, I will sign the bottom of it to let you know Nuke made this. And yes, I absolutely love making Pokemon figurines out of clay. It's one of my favorite things to do. I make other stuff too. Keith, he's going to ignore that comment. For those of you that don't know, Nuke's favorite rapper is Reckless White Child. Reckless White Child, yeah. Oh my god, dude, yeah. Nah, but for real though, I don't even hate Reckless White Child, man. The whole beef with him and Rogue was just pointless. Like, you guys feel like I won that battle. They feel like they won it, but it is what it is, man. To each their own. I don't really have any ill will towards them, but I ain't squashing no beef. I'm good. Anybody seen latest Panama meteorite upload? No, we have not, Paul. Proud of your slow transformation, Newt. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. But yeah, now that we got the bulb on his back, which I have to blend it in, we got to make a little body for him. Okay? So the way the body works, it's a pain in the ass. Is I got to get it rounded, like flat but round. So I don't really have a whole lot of sculpting tools. I never was a fan of them. I'm sure they'd be a lot greater, if I did, but oh well. You know what I mean? Oh fucking well. I want to do it the way I want to do it, and that's it. All right, so this body has got to be flat on one side but round on the bottom where his belly is. So the way to do that is to kind of roll it side to side, then hold it by the ends and kind of just use this to flatten the back so I can get that bulb on his back. All right, that's about how it should look. All righty, and then boom. You got to give him just a little bit of headroom. You don't want to put a foot too far up. So let's do that. And the bulb has to stick out. It cannot be like, you know what I mean? It can't be like too overbearing or too over him, but it's got to be enough to where it's a bulb. You have to be able to tell. This guy named Ken found a meteorite. He started doing experiments on it, and some things started growing out of the side. Oh wow, that's fucking bizarre. I don't even want to know at this point, dude. like, fuck that. All right, so now we got Bulbasaur's ass and a bulb. But yeah, guys, that whole beef was pointless to me, man. Like I didn't gain anything out of it. I didn't lose anything for sure. I didn't lose any subscribers. I may have gained a couple, but I really don't know. But that was just a pointless battle. It was ongoing even after I tried to squash things. They just kept on doing whatever, and trying to make me have to be the jerk. But y'all know me well enough to know I don't care to be the bad guy in the story. In fact, I like it. All right, so now we're gonna make his little derpy head. Okay, his head has this weird oval shape. You know what I mean? It's kind of rounded at the top with little tiny pointy ears. So we're gonna make it happen. I can't believe he kept trying. I still can't believe they dished you. I'm still mad about that. Like that's probably the one thing. That is probably the one reason I will not let it go. But we ain't got to discuss it here no more, guys. That crap is long gone and over with. It is one of those stupid things that people waste time on. It doesn't gain anything. And I'll be honest, every diss track I've had, I feel like it set me back from growing as an artist and people actually listening to my music itself. And you know what I mean? And it irks my nerve. It irks me. All right, and we're gonna give Bulbasaur little tiny pointy ears because that's how his ears are. He doesn't have big ears, but they're nice little nubby looking things. It's crazy. All right. At some point, there we go. Perfect. Can't believe that actually sits there. But once he is painted, yes, he will glow in the dark and he will be painted perfectly. He will be mailed to whoever wins the prize game next week. And I will mail him to you. No problem. All right. Sorry I get so quiet when I'm in the art, man. I really don't mean to be. I'm not trying to ignore nobody in the chat, I promise. I'm like just really invested. Carly kind of lit a fire under my ass with this one. I'm like, all right, bet, you know. I love Bulbasaur. He was actually my first favorite Pokemon when I first saw the cards in the TV show. He's a Bulbasaur. Like he was a little boss. You know what I'm saying? Bulbasaur was a fucking G. And it didn't matter how big and bad his opponent was. He stood up to fight even when he lost. Bulbasaur was a fucking gangster, bro. I don't care what anybody says about him. Now, usually when I first was building these and making them, I had to Google the picture, but I've gotten so used to playing Pokemon and being such a fan of it that I've come to memorize them a lot better and be able to do them a little bit easier. Now Bulbasaur does not have a slanted face; he has a kind of a chubby slant, which is kind of hard to do. Kinda, keyword, but not impossible for the Nuke Man. All right, and then we got boom, his head is attached. We got that shit in the bag, man. It's gonna make it fucking happen, dude. All right. Carly said, "What now?" See what you started, Keith. Make Stewie Griffin. That'll be another one. That's another good ornament to make because Christmas time is coming around, and what I like to do is get the Christmas hooks that you put through ornaments and shit, and put them in there before I bake them. So that could be an idea. That could be cool. I tell you what, right before Christmas, we'll do an episode in December where I make Christmas ornaments by request. And after Christmas, I will mail them out to everybody who requested them. So those of you that had me on IG or Facebook or whatever, I don't check IG very often. Sorry guys, it's hard enough to keep on YouTube and Facebook alone. Like I no longer have a manager, which is a choice that I do regret in a way. I think certain boundaries were pushed that shouldn't have been pushed and pushed way too soon. It's shitty timing. So anyway, I'm just glad that that person that I'm mentioning is back. But yeah, Stewie would be interesting to make. I really want to make him detailed as possible. I think the only thing that'll fuck with me is the overalls. Like I would have to use sculpting tools to get him done. But I'm not above it. It's just one of those things where when I make the Pokemon ones, I don't even fucking I don't even fuck with the sculpting tools. Like the one I made for my girl, as you guys can clearly see, Snorlax. There you go. I even painted the ball. And that's not a Pokeball. That's actually One of these little burst things, whatever they're called, mini brands. All right, Carly, I am almost finished with Bulbasaur. I just gotta later on tonight. I'll try to shape him up. What I do is take a wet paintbrush and kind of hit the edges that are looking rough, and kind of just give him a touch up and make it smoother for me to paint. It's a lot harder than I'm making it out to be, I promise. But yeah, I think I'm gonna redo his ears to give him more of a distinguished look. I kind of want him to be perfect because he almost has like a heart-shaped head. You know, it's weird how he looks, but Bulbasaur is fucking adorable. Bulbasaur is also a fucking badass, especially when you play the games and that's your starter pick Pokemon. Keep the King. That Snorlax, not gonna lie, look kind of like a green penguin. He kind of does, man. He kind of does, but it's definitely Snorlax. It's without a doubt Snorlax. Like after I finished that stream, I had to Google the color scheme and the face and all that shit because I was like, wait a minute. But Bulbasaur is one of those I never forgot. Yeah, I know where all the little green specks are in his, his skin, what color his toenails, his eyes. I know all that shit. Like Bulbasaur is someone I cannot mistake for anything. But shout out to Tater Toddies for coming through. I appreciate you, sweetheart. She probably ain't in the chat no more. But I do appreciate everybody stopping through. This isn't a really long stream. I just wanted to get on here and check with you guys. Sorry I couldn't go live while I was recording. I was a man on a fucking mission, dude. I was not stopping at all. I can't believe I did all that in one day. I did. Usually when I record half a song, it takes a couple hours and I'm exhausted by the end of it. Like today, I don't feel as bad, but I was earlier. Like I was feeling like absolute fucking shit, dude. All right. All right. Bulbasaur can get put on the back burner for now. You see, he got his little hind legs going. He's going to be able to sit up with his paws in front of him like this. So that way he can bake in the oven a little bit easier. Boom. All right, Carly, you have a good one, sweetheart. I appreciate you for stopping through. Let's get this put up to the side there so I don't fuck it up. See, I got a whole another brick and a half of this shit to work through. So Christmas time's around the corners, fuckers. It's around the fucking corner, okay? It is around the corner. We're gonna do some fun stuff, man. I'm gonna be sending everybody little ornaments and all that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Bulbasaur got a BBL. What the fuck? I'm working on a few different songs for Halloween. Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. I know it feels like everybody's kind of been in a dry spell lately, man, and just like not really putting out much music and just kind of taking a break. And that's a we all need a break. I'm back. My phone was forcing me to do an update, but I'm going to do it later. Oh, okay. Cool beans. All right. And if you guys can't tell, my hair restoration treatment is actually fucking working. I'm absolutely ecstatic about it. I was losing my hair. Um, the blood work that I had done showed that I had a vitamin D deficiency because of all the steroids and shit they were putting in me to fucking get rid of this neck issue. But it's going to be a consistent issue because degenerative disc disease is lifelong. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So now I have to take vitamin D supplements again. I haven't had a steroid shot since October. So, been almost a year. I usually couldn't go 3 to 4 months without one, and I've had four in my lifetime in the last 3 years. So, progress is progress, man. I'm losing weight. I am, counting calories, sticking to a diet. I'm on a very strict exercise regimen, very strict sleep schedule, very strict everything. So I feel like I'm starting to bounce back a little bit. I will never be normal or fully restored ever again. That's not going to be my life. Unfortunately, there's no cure for this shit. So the best thing I can do is do the work from the inside out. So, I've been on the vitamin D supplement again for like the last month and kind of just balancing it out, and I can start feeling a little bit of a change in, my weight, and like it's weird. Like sometimes you can feel yourself being heavy when you first wake up and you can barely walk or barely move, you know, and vitamin D deficiency has a lot to do with that. So then I started noticing my hair was thinning out again, and I'm like, oh fuck, what do I do? Well, I decided to do the Hims thing and started taking hair supplements from them. It's actually working very nicely, you know. It's getting in them like thinning spots from like here, and in the back. And it's crazy to see how little hairs are forming around the receding hairline. Like it's fucking phenomenal. I'm loving every bit of it. And my vitamin D level is getting better too. So I'm also getting out in the sun more instead of just exercising at home. I've been out walking around town, walked all the way to the library just to check out a book, and I've been reading a lot more, just fucking really staying busy and staying to myself and only focusing on my job, my music, my recovery, my girlfriend, her wonderful kids, and just fucking living the best that I can. Um, Not that I had like an awakening experience, but it kind of was, I just came to a realization like, dude, if I keep fucking eating the way that I do and living the way that I do, I'm never going to have energy. I'm not going to live past 15 more years because people with peripheral neuropathy, they don't live, some of them don't live past 20 years because they don't take care of themselves. And my doctor said, people don't live but 10 to 15 plus more years after the original diagnosis. The only way they live longer is if they take care of themselves. She said, but the disease itself, the disability itself can kill you if you're not taking care of yourself. You will lose the motivation to do so. She said, and that's why people eventually give up and they just go back to eating whatever they want and doing this, that, and the other, and they end up dying because they end up paralyzed and can't move. And if you can't move, you can't do shit. You can't eat. You starve. You die. That is the fucked up part about it. So, that being said, I have been exercising non-stop for the last 28 fucking days. I have lost 12 pounds. Well, more than that. I went from 192 to 177. Um, my cholesterol is getting back to normal. The HD cholesterol, the good cholesterol, I'm having a hard time bringing that back up. It's slowly coming back up, but there's not a lot you can do. That's all literally in your diet and in your exercise routine. And right now, I can't be building too much muscle because we all know I love to lift weights. We know I love to get my muscle on, but I have to slim down. If I can get myself down to 155 pounds, I can get back to building muscle and it'll be even better. So, right now, the optimistic goal is just to shed the fat and get the liver back in functioning health because the enzymes were a little high, cholesterol's a little high. You got to get that shit back down in order. Fuck getting the prednisone shot. Fuck that shit. If they give you a steroid, tell them fuck no. It helps for a few months and then boom, you're back to feeling like absolute dog shit. And the problem you had is now 10 times worse than what the fuck it was. I promise you. Go around the system. Don't take the pills they shove down your fucking throat. Find your own means of making it work. I don't even take Tylenol for a headache. I haven't had a migraine in the last 30 days. Since I started this thing, I haven't had a single headache. Haven't drinking any caffeinated beverages. My diet literally consists of brown rice, broccoli, boiled chicken, turmeric, black pepper, red onion, kidney beans, black beans, and occasionally I'll have a ground turkey sausage burrito. Nothing fancy. I eat strictly healthy food. I don't eat processed foods, no sugars, none of that. I don't eat sugar. I don't drink caffeine. I literally drink water, decaffeinated coffee, and occasionally I'll have a green tea with honey when I record. And that's straight organic green tea, not that nasty shit you buy in a bottle that's full of fucking sugar and crazy shit. And sparkling water. Sparkling water is actually really good for you, you know? And hell, my cereal, I eat my cereal with skim milk. And literally, my cereals are Fiber One or plain shredded wheat. No flavor, no sugar, no nothing. It sounds boring, but the more you get used to it, the less you're going to want sugary foods and fatty foods. And, you know, like the other day, I was like, man, I haven't had McDonald's in a while because I love to get me a McChicken and a double cheeseburger and slap them bitches together with extra cheese and pickles and just go to town and dip my fries in ketchup and milkshakes and I'm like, dude, fuck that. Like we had cupcakes at work about 2 days ago, celebrating our EVS week, which our company was up for a promotion or raise or whatever. And I bit into a cupcake, and I love cupcakes. I'm a fat kid, you know what I'm saying? Tasted like absolute shit. And everybody else was enjoying theirs. They were loving it. They're like, oh my God, it's so good. They're homemade. And I know the person who made them can actually fucking make them good because I've had them before. But it didn't taste good to me, so I kind of just, without being a dick, I kind of threw mine away and just spat it out. I was like, this is just not for me. So the more you put the effort into changing, the more you realize you're changing naturally. If you get what I'm saying, like certain things you used to do just don't appeal to you anymore. And you see how more talkative I am. You see how much more energy I have. You see how I'm not, slow with it or, just being blah because that's what I felt like the live streams were coming to anyway. Like I didn't have the energy to do this anymore, And before the bullshit happened with my ex, man, I was already fucking feeling like shit and still going live. And when I look at my older live streams, I see the fat in my neck. I see the bulge in my stomach every time I got up to get a drink of water on the live stream or whatever, dude. I hated myself. I was like, dude, you're letting yourself go. Fuck the heartbreak, man. Get the fuck up and do something about it and do something different with your fucking life, man. Make changes or you're gonna fucking die. That's what's gonna happen. You're going to fall over dead and you can't blame no one but your fucking self. And that's why, I'm walking closer with Christ. That's why I'm, trying to change more about myself than I care to lead on here. I don't like talking about everything in my personal life because it's not anybody's business. But I have been conquering a lot of inner demons and it feels fantastic. There are times, I have a setback and I don't want to fucking do anything, but I get up, I stick to my regimen, I stick to focusing on my health, I stick to my old lady, and we talk about a lot of shit and we seem to work through things together better than ever. And I'm genuinely becoming happier because I'm focusing on the things that are more important by also focusing on things that, you know, people enjoy, like the music, the art, everything else. Sorry, I've missed a lot of the live chat here. I ended up missing a step and doing a 360, preventing busting my ass. Hurt the hell out of my neck. I love sparkling water. That and the time I was looking in the fridge and someone opened the freezer to get the ice out, raised up in the back of my head on the freezer door, lifting the whole fridge off the ground. Damn, son. Damn. I know that shit didn't feel too good. But hey, guys, I actually went on a little bit of a rant there, and I apologize. I just wanted you guys to know where exactly I'm at. Also, good news. This is good news. We all remember the beloved song Crash and Burn featuring Blind Fury with Gavin Noble on the hook. For those of you that don't know, the verse from Blind Fury came from a song that Blind Fury did with Ty the Tyrant called Champion. So basically, I got the hand-me-down verse from that, and due to Gavin and Ty's former manager and my ex-girlfriend, the song got taken away from Ty the Tyrant and almost stolen from me entirely. I almost got taken off my own fucking song on a $300 beat that I paid for. And Gavin ended up doing the chorus. Now, I love the record. I love what Gavin did, but I don't promote that song because of what the song went through. Now, I also told you guys I'm done with hip hop. I'm done because I'm done. I don't want to rap anymore unless it's over heavy metal where I actually get what I want. I found in an old email the original Ty the Tyrant song, Crash and Burn. His chorus was charismatic. It was full of wit. It was full of drive and determination, and it had a little soul to it. Now Gavin was straight R&B with it. It was beautiful. It was melodic. Um, I just wish the song didn't go through what it went through. Now, this isn't my way of saying, well, fuck Gavin and Fury's version. No, this is my middle finger to the bitch that made that happen. That's right. I am putting back the song with Ty the Tyrant, and I am featuring none other than my brothers, both of the orphans of Chernobyl, King Reza and Silos the YBL. We're going to remix the OG version and release it. And it's going to be the best version of that song possible. It's probably going to be my best hip hop record ever. But all three of us, I've looped the chorus around to the beginning, and then I gave the beat another verse. So I'm going to start like I did in the original. And I'm actually throwing a melodic style of rapping in there. It's going to be different than what I usually do. Then King Reza, then Silosta, and Ty is just slaying that fucking chorus. Um, there's a lot of backstory between me, Ty, and Mary. I actually met Ty the Tyrant in Arizona, and I wish it could have been on better terms. And I feel bad because he didn't even know we were coming to get her shit out of the house. There's so much stuff that went on there, and I don't want to dive too far into it, but you know, I know Ty and Gavin have their beef or whatever. Not a part of it, man. In fact, I wish it didn't happen because those two would make beautiful fucking music, man. Beautiful fucking music. And I think all of us can agree on that. But however, that's never going to happen. And so I am fixing that record. I am putting my foot down with that instrumental, and I am making a different style of Crash and Burn through the OG version, through a remix with my brothers, putting raw talent first. And yes, it'll be here on my channel. But it's also, you know, what else do I have to say about it? It's also just one of those things where it's like a redemption. So shout out to Ty the Tyrant. That was a 100. I think it was $100 hook that I bought for him, and they got thrown in the gutter. So I went ahead and dug it back out of the fucking gutter, and I'm making it happen. I know we've only talked about that like maybe once, but I messaged Ty and he was like, "All right, man, just keep me posted." And I'm like, "All right, bro, we got it. We're gonna make it happen." Um, like I said, man, and I get to do it with my brothers, and we haven't done a song together in forever. Um, I know the heavy metal album that I'm working on now, Ashes of the Fallout, isn't for my fellow artists. It's for bigger names that have bigger clout. You know what I'm saying? That's my target audience. I think the only person on the record that doesn't have that many subscribers but has such great fucking talent was Flip Capone, man. Flip Capone's a monster on the mic, dude. If you haven't heard of him, go look him up. The dude's a fucking badass. And I'm so privileged to have him on a record. I've been wanting to do a song with him for a while, but we got Killdozer, formerly known as Playboy the Beast, now known as the Crusader. Blindsight, that's right. Blindsight's on this motherfucker too. And we also got Flip Capone. And my next target collaboration is going to be T. Keith himself. Can y'all imagine T. Keith rapping over one of my style of instrumentals? It's going to be fucking awesome. But I will reach out to T. Keith to make that happen. I haven't heard anything from Monoxide Child. Haven't heard anything from Big Smo. I kind of feel like a little let down, but hey, those guys are busy. They're phenomenal, big fucking names. Um, but hey, I'm just gonna put those ideas on the back burner and stick to what I do know. Now, the next official release for the album, if you haven't heard of Nivik, look up Kevin Iverson. Nivik. He's a fucking badass, and he is rising to popularity with his raw, juggalo, angry, heavy metal style. And people have been trying to get me and him to work together, and I finally just sent the dude a beat, see if he liked it. And he's like, "Oh yeah, dude, I haven't heard of this producer in a while, man. Let's fucking do it. It's gonna be sick." And I'm fucking ecstatic to bring Nevik to a fucking world of nuclear dysfunction, man. Like it's gonna be awesome, guys. I'm telling you. But the T Keith is my next. That's the one in my fucking scope. I want that. It's gonna be a whole session with me and him because me and him are gonna have to work through it together. And I'm like, all right, dude, look, I can hear you doing this, this, and this. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna make it fucking happen. I know T Keith will be down, but before I do the T Keith reach out to the feature for my album, I've got to do the Jiggle Jiggle remix. We all know Nuki loves big boobies and big booties and them thunder thighs. My girlfriend's gonna kill me, but what she fails to realize is that ass just collapsed perfectly. All right. I love you, Trisha. I know you're watching this. But yeah, but the T Keith song, man, oh, that what the fuck do we like? We got to keep it old school rap metal, man. We got to take it back to Limp Bizkit style. We got to take it back old school, man, like some Rage Against the Machine type shit. Fight the Power. I think T Keith would really be on board with something like that. Like really just get in there and talk his shit. Because me and T Keith are two totally different juggalos. Where like I feel like our political views, our religious views, we're so different, but we actually get along. And T Keith has been nothing but a huge fucking help. So is Barbie. They 3 and T has been nothing but helpful to the nuclear dysfunction name, man. So shout out to 3 and T Productions as always. Shout out to Slapping or Lacking. Shout out to all the homies that have been on the record so far. But the Jiggle Jiggle remix will have to happen before I reach out to T Keith. So now that the Purge is in mixing and mastering, I will be working on the Nevik feature. We got a beat. Got a few things written. I just don't know what the fuck we're gonna call it yet, but it has to be the something. Okay, because I'm sticking to the title sequence. You guys know how I am about my titles. I gotta have it titled perfectly. All right. Don't blame me. I learned it from Fred Durst and the author of Animorphs, Cat the Applegate. It's how I gotta do my shit. Okay. So don't be mad at me. So shout out to any of the new subscribers, man. Shout out to you guys in the chat, Carly, Paul, Keith, Tay, all of you. I appreciate you more than you know. And we'll see you guys again probably Friday, man. Probably Friday. I think I'm gonna finish up Bulbasaur throughout the week and get him painted up, and boom. We're gonna play this little guessing game, and whoever wins, you send me your fucking address on Facebook, and I'll mail that little bastard to you. Um, but yeah, tomorrow I start a very long week at work, and I'm not gonna have time for a lot of things. So I got all my recording done in one fucking day. So thank you guys. I appreciate you more than you will ever know, man. Salute to all the warheads. Welcome to the valley. Ghost X, shit, you just missed the end of the stream, buddy. Damn. Good to see you, brother, man. But hey, hit me up on Friday, dude. Hit me up on YouTube Live Friday. We'll be live again, bro.